Greetings all you rock and rollers out there. This particular class deals with guitar riffs and keeping the guitar fresh, not formulaic, how to introduce new ideas, how to stand apart from the crowd, how to encourage variety in your playing. Now there's obviously a lot of technical stuff with guitar that you probably should learn one way or another. That is chords, structures, scales. But these also can quickly, especially the scales, can easily become mechanical. So solos are nothing but scales. There's a lot of moving around with the chords. It's all chords that people have heard before. But there are a lot of other things that you can do with the guitar. Now, one example, a good example, is the tailpiece. You know, you may not have a tailpiece on your guitar, but you can kind of mimic it here and there sometimes. Like so, grabbing the string. So that's a little trick, you know, just an example of one of many, many little tricks you can throw in there. Other techniques, other than just hitting the string open all the time, of course, is muffling. That's one thing you can do. Harmonics, something you can do. Here's one, shaking the body of the guitar if you don't have a tailpiece. Now you can do that as an effect. You can do it in the studio. Who's going to know? And on stage, they'll all know, and it's kind of a nice little stunt to do because they see it and the audience sees it and they can hear it too. Now another one that's similar, that's not so good for your guitar, is the old grabbing the neck. It probably won't kill your guitar, but it's bending the neck. Other things you can do, obviously vibrato is one, and there are lots of different kinds of vibratos. Some people you see doing the blues vibrato where sometimes it gets a little, it sounds one way. If you're not seeing the hand movement, it does have a particular quality to it. Other vibratos are more active. Some vibratos tend to go up in pitch above the note. You can't really come under the note unless you stretch up to it. That's a different kind of vibrato as well. Another vibrato is pulling with a different finger. Somehow gives a different quality, especially with this if you bend and use vibrato. That gives a sort of a ghostly, haunted sound, which you might want to use on something in your solo to make your solo stand out from everyone else's solo, which is hopefully what you want to do. You don't want to be like everybody else, right? Now, recently I was working on a song, and it's got straightforward chords in the beginning, and I felt I wanted to jazz them up, or it had been so long since I played it, I seemed to have lost a little bit of touch with what might have made it good in the first place, if anything. I was curious if it was there anything to this riff. Here's the riff simply. E minor, A minor. Now, it's not necessarily that exciting, so let's see what we can do with it. One thing we can do is drag down. Now, is that necessarily part of other classes on guitar playing and playing scales, lickety split, doing that? That sort of thing. It gets attention, and it draws the ear in. Also, that, I'm not sure what you'd call that, a slide, is good for when you finish one part and you clean the slate and now you're going to jump into something else like the chord structure or a different type of solo pattern or something like that. So that's one thing. That's kind of dramatic. And then now here's another one. I try vibrato on this. So that's something else. Now, if I take that vibrato higher up, it's more dramatic and has a different quality. Woo! That is a sharp sound. And then A minor. Now, jazzing up that D, the suspended D, I add another slide. Ooh. So there you go, jazzed up. And anytime you can throw in something like that, some people may call you flashy, and you know what? They're probably jealous. Been a lot of great players out there. Stevie Ray Vaughan comes to mind. Flashy player, lots of neat little licks, very strong tricks, strong fingers. Different things he was able to do. Ooh. But anyway, something to think about, how to give your playing a distinctive style, work out these various mechanical things that you can do on the guitar which will add variety. We all know that's good, but everybody's heard that now. Open string play. That's from the Wizard of Oz. So there's more coming. Come and download it. It's waiting for you.